On the Core Settings tab, you will find the following controls. Customization code. This is a free text field which allows you to put in a predetermined code given to you by an HRConnect developer for the customer that you are installing the product for. The field is case sensitive. If you are installing a sales demonstration system or a training system, you should use the customization code sales dem. Note, not sales demo. The S is capitalized and the D is capitalized. Putting in any free text you like simply won't work, and the system will run in default mode because it will have no customizations. Also, the system's programmed to not let you do that, so if you put something in which isn't already in existence in the DS system preferences table, you won't get any further than that. Once the line is in DS system preferences, you'll be able to use any customization code you like. It just won't do anything other than behave like default. That's uppercase D, E, F, A, U, L, T, lowercase. The next control is installation folder name. This control allows you, or it requires you, to put in the folder name, the highest folder name, if you like, in the tree of real physical folders on your hard drive that you installed HRConnect. It's used by the system to determine paths when it's working out URLs and where am I running from. Right, this is then the relative URL or the absolute URL that I need to put in this email or this bit of text. It's always got to be capitalized. So if the folder name doesn't have to be capitalized on your hard disk system, but the code you write in here does. There's just nothing there to make you capitalize it because by convention we just know that and we've always done that. So always use capital letters there. All these things are set up for you, by the way, by the installation routine. So that will do all this for you. The next control is very important when providing support, to understand it and know it. Use emailing, it's just a checkbox. If you will generally be working as a support consultant on systems on your local machines with this box turned off. That's really important that you don't turn it on if you're working against the customer's database, because there will be systems and processes that run in the background that you're not aware of that could very easily mail to customers. So please don't turn that on unless you know what you're doing or it's on a live customer service. With this and this happening to me once back in the early 2000s was the reason for the creation of this. We also have some really clever techniques in HRConnect. So if you bring a customer's database back through WITS and you mount it on your system, and you've already got their customization code, right? So say I'm dealing with a customer called Saga. I've already been, providing support to them for many years. But let's say they've done some work on their customizations, on their configuration that I'm unaware of. They don't have to tell me what they do with the system, it's their system. If I bring their database back and I run the recreate link views process on it, which is generally done whenever you change the database name, that is part of it, run a process called unload global variables. That will take all of their configuration settings, almost, I'll come back to that, all of their configuration settings and put them into my system. That's because the configuration settings that we're dealing with here don't just live in the database. They also live in code files. And that's so we don't have to constantly reference to the database, which is slow, when we want a config setting. So it's like having an XML file, right? Only we have ASP files that are used as includes. So I can get a variable name instantly without referring to the database. So they live in both the database and the text files, and keeping those two in sync is really important. If you're providing support, you're not going to get confused as to what's running where. Now, use emailing is one of those very important exceptions that I discussed, because of course the customer is going to have use emailing turned on, and we do not want to unload that into support environment. So that's why I've mentioned this little sideline while talking about use emailing. The next control, one last thing on use emailing. Even when it's turned off, the system will behave when you are doing your support work and testing work as though emailing's turned on as far as the mailing report goes. So if you're testing the system, you don't have to turn emailing on. You leave it off and then go and look at the email reports, which you'll find under Chris Robinson's new menu system under the Administrator Functions and Audit subfolder. Previously, it just lived somewhere in Admin Functions.